Hello, everybody. How's it going? I haven't made a video all year. I think the last one I made was like before Christmas. Um, a lot of shit's happened, and I'm fine. And yeah, shit just works out. If you let it happen, it'll fucking work out. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like a cheat code for this life. There's a lot to it, a lot with expectations and all that kind of shit. But if you let it happen, it'll work out. So last time I was on here, I was living at my mom's. Kind of got pushed out of there. It was a mutual thing, but I just went with the flow and let it go because I didn't want to put stress on that relationship I have with my mom and my dad. But I didn't worry about it. Bang. Now I'm living at my daughter's. It was an easy transition. Um, I graduated my drug program, and that all worked out fine. Um, so on Valentine's Day, I was supposed to have like a trial date. It was the last of my bullshit I had to deal with from the B system from last year. And I wasn't worried about it, didn't really care. I let it go probably too long in society's eyes, but I knew it would work out, so I was like, whatever. I couldn't even remember my lawyer's name. I didn't have any information on him, and that's way down south in Kamloops, and I'm in Prince George. So I fucking eventually got to it. I scoured the internet looking through every fucking lawyer in Kamloops until I recognized the name and told him I had concerns with going down there because I had no transportation, no fucking, no place to for lodging, no funds to get there. And he said, "Okay, well, send me a copy of your certificate for your drug program, and I'll approach the Crown, and we'll see if we can get them to drop the case." So right off the bat, I'm like, okay, well, that's optimistic, and I thought so. Okay, cool. So I do that. I don't hear from him. So I call back to him, and he says, yeah, so they got you on video. They got you dead to rights, basically, right? It was theft under 5,000. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Um, and he said they won't drop it. He said they offered me a deal, but I still have to appear in court down there in order to accept the deal. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. My deadline was getting close, and I phone up one of my old bosses, say, look, I need some work. I gotta get some funds to go to my court date. So I phone him up, and the very next day he calls me, has a little bit of work for me. I make just enough money to get a bus, head down there. So I get on the bus. It's Greyhound's not running anymore, so it was kind of difficult. There's inner city buses and all that. So I'm on the bus going down there on the 13th of February, and then I stop at a Quinell or whatever. I go out to have a smoke, and this guy approaches me. That's on the bus, and he's got like sunglasses on, a hoodie on, and fucking a hat and all this shit. I could barely see his face, and he's like, "Do I know you?" And I go, I don't know. Do you know me?" I didn't recognize him. And he's like, maybe we rolled a bowl together or whatever. And I'm like, I doubt it. I haven't done that shit for a long time. And if I did it, it was down south a long time ago. And I told him what I was doing. I said, yeah, I have to go to court down south. He goes, that's where I fucking know you. We were in holding cells together, and fucking, he was on my unit when I was in jail. And I was like, oh, really? What are the odds of that, you know? But it's typical, right? I wasn't surprised at all because that's this reality. And then before I even got on the bus, my uncle, he was going to pick me up in Kamloops. And out of nowhere, a close family friend, haven't seen him in probably almost a decade. And he just happens to be going where I'm going and offered to give me a ride. But I couldn't cancel my bus ticket, so I took the bus instead. And then, so no matter what, it's like this reality is giving me every opportunity to do what I need to do. And it shows me synchronicities as I do them to show me I'm on the right path. Now, if you open yourself up to this shit, it really fucking works. It's kind of crazy. And the other big part about it is you can't worry, you can't have stress, and you can't have any expectations. You just have to believe shit will work out. And if you truly believe shit works out, fucking this reality will provide you a path to go. Like it's undeniable to me now. It's crazy the stuff you that happens, right? So, anyways, what I'm saying is, I made my opportunity happen to go down and get my court shit dealt with from the B system. But if I hadn't have done that, this reality still give me a fucking way to go, regardless of what path I chose. And I think that if I wouldn't have did that and I wouldn't have did the other, I bet you this reality would have still provided me with extra ways to go. None of it makes sense, but it does make sense when you realize this shit. So, anyways, I get down there. I go to court, sit up with my uncles, go to court, and Crown offers me 3 months probation and 5 hours community service. So I'm like, yeah, no, I take that deal. So yeah, that shit worked out. All my court shit's done with now. I just got to do 5 hours community service, which is like, who fucking cares? And then I can start fucking leaving this B system. But so I did all that, and yeah, all my shit's done now, and fucking, and I'm cruising through this reality with no fucking fear, no worries, no stress. And now I'm not saying it's gonna reward me with fucking material bullshit and money. I know I will be provided with what I need to move forward if I have the right mindset and I let go of fucking worry and stress. It's kind of funny, when I was young, I used to, it was kind of a running joke. My son would go, yeah, I learned from my parents, if you ignore your problems, they'll go away. It's kind of funny how, it was funny because I lived my life in a manner that I would ignore shit and whatever, right? But I never thought it was fucking true. And it actually is. If you fucking forget about your problems and just go about your business, they will work itself out. I swear to God. But you do have to have the right mindset and the right expectations, which is no expectations, and just fucking go with it. It's almost like having faith, which is another weird thing because I was never fucking religious, atheist, whatever. I don't know. I'm not anymore. And so faith is a really weird concept for me, but I am realizing there's a lot to that, right? So all that shit's done. I haven't really made any videos. Like, I just haven't felt it. Different atmosphere where I'm living. I don't know. I was kind of in a rut for a while, and my synchronicities seemed to disappear. But they came back. And that's simply, showing me I'm on the right path. Now, if you sit where you're at and you don't open yourself up to possibilities, or leave your fucking where you're living, and go out, and shit's not gonna happen. You're not gonna open yourself up to these synchronicities. But when the opportunity comes and you take it and you leave your comfort zone and go out there, they do happen, and they will show you what to do. So I didn't have any for a while because I was just kind of sitting here, and I wasn't like on the pity pot. I wasn't, all that kind of shit. I just didn't feel like doing nothing. But as soon as I go out, bang, all the synchronicities start happening. My best friend, the other day we went out we went to Four Seasons, went swimming, and out for dinner and shit. And we're in the pool and we're bullshitting, and he kind of starts, I don't even know how he brought it up, but he brought it up and he starts talking about national fucking animals, like, he's like, America's got the eagle. The eagle's really fucking cool, and we got the beaver. And he's kind of bitching about that. I was thinking, well, the beaver's actually a pretty formidable animal, but I didn't bother saying that. But he's talking about eagles, so it made me think of years back when I was working for a roofing company. I went to the city dump, bringing a load of shingles in there, and it struck my funny because I looked around and the entire dump was covered in eagles. Like eagles everywhere. There's probably around 100 eagles. Just fucking massive eagles flying around the dump. And I've never seen that before. I thought it was really strange. So I took some pictures and I was part of the system back then and I posted them on Facebook. No, I don't really go on Facebook, but I still get notifications. So I'll see, like fucking. I like to look at the memories year to date, right? So I get home. He drops me off after dinner, right? And I go on my phone and my notification popped up. So I look at my year to date memories and up pops those fucking eagles that I took pictures of years prior that he brought up and we talked about earlier, like hours earlier. You know, to me, people can say that's not a synchronicity. For me, it is. Like, what are the odds of that, right? It's not even like I subconsciously remembered fucking years ago on this date that this happened because I didn't even bring it up. He did. This reality is fucked, people. But it's fucked in a good way. When you embrace this shit and you realize it, and then when you see it happen over and over, it's so refreshing. It's like you gotta smile. You gotta be like, it's like this world is performing just for me. But it's not. It's performing for all of us on a collective level. But it's just fucking amazing when you think about it. And I'm kind of enjoying my life now. And I'm not worried at all. I have no fear. So I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. So what do we miss? What's going on this year? What do we got? We got Trump. He didn't get impeached. I don't care. That's all media and it's all fake and fabricated bullshit designed to fucking make the masses fucking brainwashed and follow media and believe in all that bullshit and have negative fucking emotions. I don't believe it, so it doesn't affect me, and none of you should fucking take any concern in it either. If I had to guess, I would have said he wouldn't have been impeached and he'll probably get reelected. But again, I don't really give a fuck. What else we got? We got coronavirus. Okay, well, if you guys are fearing this shit, you're stupid. Sorry, but it's true. Or you're asleep, whatever. Wake the fuck up, man. It's all fear porn. It's all pushes fear. Makes people want to be stressed out and worry about bullshit that's fabricated. And even if it's not, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it, man. If we die, we're not fucking gone. This reality goes on and we go with it. If I had to guess, I would say the agenda is probably to scare us all and push us into more vaccines, which I think harm us and all this shit. But again, no fear. Don't take the fucking vaccine. And if you do, you still don't have to be scared. I don't think it's smart to take the vaccine. But if you do, then so be it. Like, do it, everything you do with no fear, no stress, no worry. And your life will work out. That's just the way this reality is. What else do we got? I don't know. I'm going to try to be making more videos here and stuff. I just wanted to give everybody a quick update on status of my fucking reality. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, and then, so I've been watching a lot of shit lately on YouTube, and I've actually been watching TV, not like cable TV, but like Netflix shows and stuff, right? Played video games again. I never used to done that in years. Whatever. Playing with my son-in-law. I deleted or like unsubscribed from a bunch of channels. I won't name anything. They're starting to annoy me. A lot of Mandela Effect channels and stuff. I still watch a lot, but the other ones I just had to step away from. They were great for when I was waking up, and they're still instrumental in others waking up. But I'm so far beyond them. Like, I'm not saying that in a conceited way or whatever. It's just that the Mandela Effect is a spiritual awakening. It is to make us open our eyes and to grow within and to take this journey of fucking this crazy reality. I believe that to be true. I don't believe dwelling on the Mandela effect and focusing on changes and all this bullshit gets you anywhere. It's the first step of this journey. So those channels have to be there and show and push all this stuff. But I'm so far beyond that now. Um, it's just not a part of my journey anymore. I will still always talk about it and revert back to it to show others to wake up as well. But I'm not gonna search fucking residue and get all excited over new shit and stuff like that. Because bottom line is, it doesn't even really matter. We all have our own perceptions, and what changes for me might not change for others, and vice versa. So I mean, it's just to show us that reality is fluid. I believe anyway. So I just thought I'd share that shit with you. Just let go of your stress, let go of your worries. Shit will work out, I promise you. I love you all, to each their own.